we can't go home. Oh, like we've been kissed by a higher power. Saying, don't wait until it's gone. We belong to something. We belong to something. We belong to something new. What we're doing, what WorldVentures has allowed all of us to do, is more than what any individual person can claim to have done.
Alrighty, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are right now. Let me just turn on my video for a second so you guys can see me, you can hear me. Hello from Eastern Europe, Kia ora. I can see we've got people here from Australia, from New Zealand, literally from all around the world. So guys, I'm in Eastern Europe right now. Actually, if you have a look outside, it's snowing outside right now. I'm in a hotel, been doing meetings this morning, and I know you're probably just jumping on the webinar right now. Maybe you're sitting there right now with the person that invited you to watch this webinar to share an idea with you that they're truly excited about. And we're going to share this idea with you guys that is literally taking the world by storm. I'm sure it's okay to talk about holidays, isn't it? Let me ask you this. Doesn't matter where you're at right now. If you could be in one place, if I said to you, I'll give you a first class ticket to anywhere you want to go, where would you love to be right now? Type it in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. I love getting inspiring ideas in terms of travel. Travel is one of my biggest passions. If I haven't introduced myself, my name is Efrosyni. Montes, welcome. Venice, Santorini, Jay Danibel, hello. Awesome. Another person for Santorini. I think Santorini has actually got the best sunsets in the world. Love Santorini. Where else? I can see we've got some shy people on this webinar right now. Don't be shy, just tell us where you want to go. Cyprus, Maldives, Samos, Port Macquarie. I haven't actually been there not yet anyway. Italy, yes. We were talking about Italy this morning, so we're just having a meeting this morning to give you an idea here at the hotel, and we're talking about how much we would love to move to Italy next. So this is what I love, guys. When we talk about our product, when we talk about travel, it brings a smile on everybody's face. And that's what we're going to share with you guys. We're going to share with you guys the biggest VIP travel club in the world, and the only way that you can be a part of our travel club is by invitation only. So the person that invited you to this webinar right now, they want to share this club with you. Either they want to travel with you, or also there's a business opportunity attached to it if you choose to enable you to make some extra income, whether it's a little bit of money or serious money, depending on how big your vision is, to help you take your life to a higher level. So to give you an idea, 8.5 years ago, my brother invited me to share this club with me. At the time, I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. I was living in London. I was time broke. I needed something to change, but I didn't know how to change that. I saw our club. I said yes straight away. 13 months later, I got to the point where I was making enough money part-time to leave my full-time job. And now this is what I do. I literally travel around the world. You can find me on Instagram at Efrosyni77. I travel around the world and I help people build amazing memories, build a quality of life that people deserve, because this is what my passion is. So we're going to share the club with you guys. Our company is called WorldVentures, and our slogan is making a living, living. Our core product is Dream Trips, and we're the world's biggest VIP travel and lifestyle club. In fact, we've been given 24 awards in the last few years from the world's leading travel club, Europe's leading travel club, Australia, Asia Pacific's leading travel club, and the list goes on and on. How do you travel with our club? 2 ways you can travel. One is our booking engine, where we literally cover everything travel, flights, hotels, car rentals, you name it, okay? But if you find it cheaper anywhere else, you get 115% of the difference back. So it gives you peace of mind, you're gonna get the best deal. Now, as great as this is, it does not compare to our flagship product. And this is called Dream Trips. Now, what's Dream Trips? It's curated holidays designed for us as the customers by head office based on what we want. So when you become a member of the club, to give you an idea, you literally go and create your bucket list, and our company sees what are the most popular things on people's bucket list, and they create holidays around that. And we do thousands of trips around the world, guys, to bucket list destinations. I'm going to give you guys some examples. Fasten your seatbelt, okay? Bali, Indonesia, 5 days, 4 nights. This includes, you can see each dream trip includes different activities, meals, and minimum 4-star hotels and above. So this one is daily breakfast, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners. And on top of that, you got a cultural tour and water sports. So you literally takes the headache away from going on holidays. Now you see the little bubble there where it says apply up to 200 or 300 points. That's our own loyalty program. And to give you an idea, whatever you see in that bubble, you can deduct. 1 point is $1. You can deduct it off the cost of the dream trip. So for that particular one, for 2 adults, it'd be $1,240. Once you take off 300 points, that means $900 for 2 people, including all of that in Bali. Greece. I know somebody said Greece. Okay, so this is Tivoda. This is a diamond resort. 8 days, 7 nights. Now you check this out. This has got 7 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 7 dinners. Now, once you take off the points, that's $900 for 2 people in Greece. I mean, I know in Australia, more expensive to stay at home. Auckland, New Zealand, Kia ora. I know we got some Kiwis in the house, 4 days, 3 nights at the Stamford Plaza. Guys, I mean, we do literally thousands of trips. Koh Samui. I know Danibel took her 17-year-old son to this particular trip, or it might have been Phuket. Dubai, this is staying at the Fairmont. So I was with a very famous basketball player over here yesterday. We were showing him the club, and he said to me, okay, show me some prices. And I went and I showed him this trip, and there was another trip to the Atlantis, the Palms in Dubai. He could not believe the prices because they were literally 1/3 of what he paid for a similar trip without all the extras. So it's crazy prices, guys. Norway, I love this trip. I did this for New Year's. Highly recommend this trip. To see the Northern Lights, I believe everybody needs to see the Northern Lights in their lifetime. That was a magical experience. So you get the idea, even from local trips in Australia, Paris, most romantic city. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. It doesn't get more romantic than that. And we even do sports dream trips, and even one type of dream trip that's very close to our heart is the volunteerism. So if you're the kind of person that likes to give back, this is a great opportunity to go to third world countries, partner up with our foundation, and help us to build schools, we build orphanages, we build churches. In fact, we made such a difference in the education system of Guatemala that we were featured in Oprah's magazine. That's a big deal. This is the dessert, this part is what I call it. So imagine going to your favorite restaurant that we partnered up with, and then a percentage of your bill you get back in points to spend on holidays. That'd be pretty cool, right? Well, that's something new that we launched in the company. And we partnered up with lots of different restaurants around the world, guys, that you can take advantage of. Now, you're probably wondering, so how much is all this cost? Well, we wanted to create a membership that the 95% of the population can afford. So there's 2 levels of membership, Dream Trips Gold and Platinum. Most people go for Platinum. That's the best option. And I'm going to explain both of them to you guys. So Gold, give or take a few dollars, is $220 US once in your life, and $60 to $65 a month, depending on GST, VAT, whatever market you're in. And platinum is $330 once in your life, or $344, and $110 a month. Now remember the little bubble that I was showing you earlier. Whatever you pay to be a member of the club, you get back dollar for dollar in points to spend towards holidays. So let me put things in perspective. If you give me $1 and I give you $1 back, how much have you lost? It's a no-brainer, okay? What's crazy is we actually give you some extra bonus points if you book a dream trip in your first 90 days, starting from 50 or 75 points. Why do we do that? Because we believe so much in our product. Our retention rate is over 80% when people take one dream trip. So we believe in it so much, we want to take you on a dream trip as soon as possible. Now, what's the difference between gold or platinum? Well, it's like comparing economy X to first class. Platinum, you get access to the dream trips earlier. Every week, our company adds new dream trips. Platinum members, we get to see them 1 week early. So sometimes these trips sell out before they're passed on to the gold members. And there's lots of other perks as well that you can get on different trips. You know, I remember one of my favorite holidays was actually in Greece. We stayed at the Western Resort. The gold members had sea view rooms. Sea view is pretty cool. But because we're platinum, we had infinity pools in our room. Sea view is cool. That's better. And this is what's enabled us to literally travel around the world, guys. The picture you see on the bottom right is in China with the founder of the company. We were there. We've been to Vegas, Prague, Amsterdam, swimming with dolphins, Italy, like you name it. But the only reason we've been able to do that is purely because of the opportunity of the club to enable us to partner up with a company that's $1 billion company and create the income to go on these crazy holidays and to have a better quality of life. Because what do most people do? Everybody loves holidays, but what's stopping people from going on as many holidays as they would like? Time or money? Because if you ask anybody, if you had more time, if you had more money, what would you do? Holidays is one of the top 3 things. If you won the lottery tomorrow, what's one of the top 3 things that you would do? Holidays is always one of the top 3 things, okay? So our company created a way that you can literally save money going on holidays, but at the same time, you can make money as well. We're in the top 25 biggest direct sales companies in the world. I'm telling you, we're just getting started. Now, how can you make money with WorldVentures? The same way that the person invited you to this webinar. You can spend $100 once off and $10 a month, give or take a few dollars for the GST or VAT, and you can be a representative. That enables you to make commissions every single time you tell your friends about the club and they join, they buy a membership. Now, it's a business, so if you treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like one. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like one. You choose how much time and energy you put into it, depending on what your goals are. I know for me, when I saw this, I wanted freedom. So I knew my price for freedom. I knew that if I could make £2,000 a month, because I was in London at the time, if I can make £2,000 a month passively through these, it meant all my urgent bills were taken care of. My mortgage, my gas, my electricity. And I knew that was my price to freedom. So when I got to that level, and I could see that I could go further, and that's exactly what I did. So how does it work? Every time you recommend a customer to the club, I'm going to focus on platinum because that's pretty much what everybody goes for. Every time you recommend a customer to the club and they buy the product, you make $50 direct commissions. So 2 customers, $100. If you recommend 4 customers in total with all the bonuses combined, 4 customers in a 4-week period, you make $500 US back. So that's pretty much you made your money back with 4 customers. Okay, let's say you get started right now. By the end of the calendar month, you recommend 4 customers to the club and they buy the membership, platinum membership. By the end of the month, you've made your money back. That's a good way to start. On top of that, our company waives your monthly fees for the membership. So that means your only expense for the product and the business is $15 a month. That's it. Okay, $15 to $19 a month, US. That's just the beginning, guys. The crazy thing is that the passive income. Now, passive income or residual income, that's the income that keeps paying you every single month for something you do once. That's why I was in real estate. I was in real estate because I understood passive income. Now, when I saw this table and I realized that the first level of residual income with 30 platinum customers or 60 gold, I can make more passive income every single month than my first property in London that I spent 333,000 pounds of risk to make. This is the part where I said, okay, I'm in. Because I realized here I've got no risk. What's the worst case scenario? You get started for the product, you get started for the business, right? Whatever you pay for the product, you get back in points anyway to go on holidays. So what's your risk? Your risk is $100 once off and $10 a month. I know in Australia, $10 is a pint of beer. We've all wasted more money than that. So here's what I knew. I knew that I would prefer to start something and maybe it doesn't work. Okay, worst case scenario, I go on holidays rather than have the pain of regret of wondering what could have happened if. So when I started, one of the levels that I was focusing on was the director level. I got to that level, focused on the next level. And to give you an idea, now in my organization, I've got 19 people at the highest level in the company making an average of $500,000 a year. Now, that's big money, guys. Not everybody can see that. But see as far as you can see, and when you get there, you'll be able to see further. And right now, we've got a crazy promotion. It's literally in the next few days. This normally runs out on the 13th of April, but the rooms are about to sell out. Anybody that literally makes 4 sales, I'd say by the end of this week, because I don't think there's going to be many rooms left by the end of this week, make 4 sales, you get to go on a $2,500 trip in Mexico, all inclusive at a 5-star resort for free. All you need to do is pay for your flights. Now, this is crazy. Our company, 8.5 years I've been a part of the company. This is the craziest promotion they've ever done. Now, 4 sales, it's a start. If you want to build a big team, the secret sauce is the training of the company. And we actually got the next big training happening in Auckland on the 9th until the 11th of March. And to give you an idea, our director of training that you can see there, it says Marco Seta, he's that experienced in network marketing. He's got over 30 years experience that if you were to spend 1 hour one-on-one with him, the same way that you meet a friend for a coffee, he charges $5,000 an hour, minimum 5 hours. We get him for a whole weekend for like $300, which is crazy. And on top of that, we got Jay Peso and Dave Ulloa. Dave Ulloa used to be a police officer in Los Angeles, retired from the police force because of WorldVentures. Jay Peso used to be a boxing champion, retired from being a boxer. Now he boxes for fun because of WorldVentures. And we got so many stories, guys, from so many leaders from around the world. Stavros and Katerina, 2 amazing individuals. Stavros used to sell cars for a living, joined WorldVentures because his wife saw the vision first, and within 21 months, they got to the highest level in the company. This is one of my favorite stories as well, though. Razvan and Jetta. So some of you are watching this webinar right now, you go, you know what, this is great, Efrosyni, but I don't have $500 to get started. Well, that was Razvan. Razvan had a construction company that was going under, living in a country called Romania where the average salary is 400 euros. It's about $600 a month. That was the average salary. So you can imagine that $500 to get started, that's like 1 month's salary for him. And he didn't have a salary. But my mentor always said to me, he goes, when you're hungry, you'll always find a way. If you're not hungry, there's always going to be an excuse. You choose which one you want. He was hungry. He borrowed the money to get started, literally got to work, partnered up with Jetta. Jetta had money but 0 time. So the 2 of them partnered up together. Now 30,000 lives in Romania have been impacted in the last 3.5 years because of this amazing duo that didn't buy into the current situation, knew they needed to do something different to get something different. And there's so many other stories, guys. Shane Anderson, panel beater from the Gold Coast, first RMD in Australia. And my sister from another Mr. Lou Hardy, she's actually national marketing director now, one level off the highest level in the company. She's done that in 3 years. Now, she will be the presenter tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, she'll be the presenter, just like I'm doing right now. So you can literally get started right now, invite your friends for tomorrow, and in the next 24 hours, start building your new story. But here's what I want to finish off with, guys. You got a couple of options. You can get started for the holidays and just save money on your holidays and travel the world. Or you can partner up with us with the business and help you to build an extra income. I'll tell you what I've learned from experience. This is growing so big so fast. If you don't tell your friends, someone else will. I'll tell you, the meeting that we had yesterday with a famous basketballer, he's actually owns his own basketball team now. The meeting we had with him yesterday, and he referred us to another famous basketball coach, and I've actually got a meeting that I got to get back to now. This guy, his daughter is a member in a different team. We showed him the presentation. He's getting started with us, but his daughter's in a different team. You know what the crazy thing is? His daughter didn't invite him. Why? Because she wanted to create success first and didn't invite her dad, so someone else did. This is growing fast. I've seen this happen all around the world. And in business, timing is everything. So get back to the person that invited you. Tell them what you like best about what you've just seen, the travel, the business, all of it. My recommendation, if you want to make this work for yourself, come join us in Auckland, for the training. I'm flying from Europe to New Zealand for this training. And I'm telling you, the next 12 months will look totally different. When you make a small change, can become a massive change later on. But even if you feel like maybe this is not your time yet, that's cool too. Just let the person that invited you know that it's not your time. Okay, and maybe there's someone that you can put them in touch with that maybe is hungry for more right now. So guys, thank you for taking the time to be on this webinar. I look forward to seeing you guys on the beautiful beaches of the world.